Good afternoon, everybody. So I'll give you one prediction, and we don't need Nostradamus to do that. In 25 years from now, Malta will still be the home of gaming excellence. Definitely so. We're extremely proud to be the global flag bearer for the industry, and we see each other as a home. We're not a center, we're not a hub, we're a home. We want people to feel comfortable here. And we continuously engage with the ecosystem. The iGaming sector has radically transformed our economy on the island. We speak about numbers, we speak about GDP, number of employees, but from HR practices to office buildings, offices, work practices, the sector has radically transformed maybe not just our economy, but also our lifestyles. And in fact, we're inspired by this. Aretha Franklin, maybe? I wish I could sing that. We'll do that one more time. Excellent. That's it. We really believe the industry deserves respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Why? Because the industry drives responsible gaming. The industry is entertainment. We sell entertainment. The industry works at speed. It's always up to the next big thing. We're extremely professional. If you need to launder money, don't do it through an iGaming company. It's practically impossible. Enhanced due diligence, consistent in growth, and the big thing is talent. We might be successful, but success breeds success. That is true. And maybe it sounds a bit of a cliche also. But we need to move ahead. We need to continue learning. We need to be ahead of the loop continuously. In fact, our vision is to go there and to do that. From talent pipeline to accelerating startups, accelerating business, but also to embrace the new technologies. Our small size means nothing in the metaverse. And we've been hearing on the last 2 days about the metaverse this and the metaverse that, and who knows, and Maltaverse too. And in fact, I want to introduce on stage probably one of the brightest guys I ever met, Harvard-trained lecturer. He moved over from the US to Malta, has a great company called Axon Park, which are developing immersive technology on the island. And he will be giving you more and more insights into all this metaverse. Please welcome Taylor Freeman. Taylor, there you go, dude.
Thank you. All right, big respect to Yvonne. Thank you for that. So today we'll be diving a bit into the metaverse, a concept that has been one of the most hyped words in the past year, and there's still a lot of confusion around. So first and foremost, we will go into the origin of the term. So despite what a lot of people think, the term actually did not come from Facebook. It came from the book Snow Crash, written by Neil Stephenson in 1992. And in terms of the overall definition for the metaverse, this is one that I've found to be the most comprehensive. So the metaverse is a massively scaled and interoperable network of real-time rendered 3D virtual worlds which can be experienced synchronously and persistently by an effectively unlimited number of users with an individual sense of presence and with continuity of data such as identity, history, entitlements, objects, communications, and payments. And so I think there's also a lot of confusion around the metaverse and Web3. I'm sure a lot of people have sort of thought, are these the same thing? Are they connected? So in an effort to create some clarity, here's a definition of Web3. So Web3 is an idea for a new iteration of the World Wide Web, which incorporates concepts such as decentralization, blockchain technologies, and token-based economics. And so this actually was coined by one of the co-founders of Ethereum, Gavin Wood, where he described it as a decentralized online ecosystem based on blockchain. So again, related concepts, but definitely not the same. So just to provide a little glimpse into the future here, these are some of the best vision videos for what the metaverse might look like in the future.
Larger lens built-in display will give you augmented reality wherever you look. Imagine if you could be at the office without the commute. You would still have that sense of presence, shared physical space, those chance interactions that make your day. Let's call her.
Naomi.
Hey, should we deal you in?
Sorry, I'm running late, but you gotta see what we're checking out. There's an artist going around Soho hiding AR pieces for people to find.
3D street art? That's cool.
Send that link over so we can all look at it. This is stunning.
Okay, that is something.
That's awesome.
Good morning.
Except the Oasis. People come to the Oasis for all the things they can do. But they stay because of all the things they can be.
Can you feel this?
Yeah.
All right, so to put some structure around this, how should we think about the metaverse? So there's a really nice graphic created that has 7 key pillars. So you can see on the top we have hardware. So these are the devices that we use to access the metaverse. Then we have compute. So these are the tools, this is the computing power that's required to actually render these worlds. Then you have networking, so that's the internet, that's sending information back and forth. That's actually potentially one of the biggest challenges and biggest infrastructure problems that we have to realize the metaverse. Next, we have virtual platforms. So that will be things like gaming, that will be things like education. We have interchange tools and standards, so that's where blockchain could play a large role with interoperability. We have payment services, so that could be cryptocurrencies, that could be more traditional payment rails. And then we have content, services, and assets. So you could think of some of the things like NFTs as part of that. So then, next, in terms of the actual hardware, so a lot of people think of the metaverse as purely virtual reality. So that is one way to access the metaverse, but also augmented and mixed reality headsets, smartphones, tablets, computers, consoles. You can think of the metaverse as this persistent 3-dimensional space that exists that we can use all of these different tools to access. And in the future, we'll be looking at things like lighter weight, mixed reality glasses, sort of like you saw in the video. We'll be looking at contact lenses. There's already early prototypes of this working. And then, of course, the next generation will be things like brain-computer interfacing. So where are we today? If we look back over time and we look at the rise of the internet era, another similar platform shift, you could argue that we're roughly around where this gray arrow is relative to the metaverse. And if we think about the value creation of the companies that started during the internet era, just the top 10 companies have a combined market cap of $4.3 trillion. So this same tidal wave of opportunity is coming with this next generation of platforms, and it's just providing tremendous, tremendous opportunity. So recently there was a study conducted by World Economic Forum that had 21,000 respondents from 29 countries, and they asked everyone, how do you think the metaverse is going to change our daily lives in the future? And we actually saw that virtual learning was the #1, followed by entertainment in VR, virtual work settings, virtual enhanced gaming, and so forth. So this leads into just a quick overview of how we're thinking about the metaverse. We're building a virtual campus where you can learn in the metaverse, and we've had the great opportunity to work with some very pioneering brands. So here's basically our goal is to educate people and give tools to the educators as well as the students. And here's a little glimpse into how we're thinking about it. So it's quite irrefutable at this point how effective this technology is for learning. I could have an hour of just slides of all the statistics, but some that I found very interesting are the increased retention. So 400% increase in retention. We also see a major one today with the social media era. 150% less distracted. This is so, so important. So looking at some data as the general metaverse. So Oculus was the #1 most downloaded app on Christmas last year. There were 12.3 million concurrent users, so all at the same time attending a virtual concert in Fortnite, a Travis Scott concert, so bigger than any physical event could really be. About 75% of the kids in the US between 9 and 12 are playing Roblox regularly. Fortnite generated close to $6 billion in revenue last year. Decentraland, they had a market cap of close to 11 billion at its peak. And then finally, Apple is preparing to create major waves in the market with their XR headset. And so I just encourage everyone, despite the hype, despite the haters, keep in mind, this is the next platform shift. Despite what people say, it's coming and it's going to be incredible. Thank you very much. Now I'd like to invite Arne Peters.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Taylor, for this actually very detailed explanation of the metaverse. And it saves me a lot of time and explanation. And we are MetaverseME. And we are based in Malta, like Ivan already introduced. And we're a startup company, and we're taking a very practical approach into the metaverse and trying to figure out what people really want in the metaverse. And we're taking an approach that includes pretty much everything that you want to do in real life as well. So it's all about fashion, it's games, dance, music. And we do this through AR and NFTs. And actually, like Taylor explained, education may also be a part of that very soon. Now, what is the most important part in the metaverse? We believe it's me. Not me personally, but everyone. Everybody's me. Just like in real life, you are the most important part. You will be the most important part also in the metaverse. And we believe that everything is going to be centered around yourself and the different types of experiences. And in whatever part you go in the metaverse, one thing will always be there, and that's me. So we are creating avatars. They are called Me's. That's the company name, Metaverse Me. And we are creating a digital identity, basically your digital identity for the metaverse. So what you can do, we are creating an app. The app is already in early access, so it's available to a limited number of testers. And what you can do is you can use the app, you can create your own personal avatar, your me, taking a selfie, and then you can edit your avatar the way you like and adjust it maybe to look like you do in real life or maybe look slightly different than your real me. You can use the app to actually project your avatar into real life environment using AR, like you've just seen in this little video. Actually, I could use my avatar, put him on stage here and give the whole talk to you actually, and you would only see the avatar obviously on the screen because it's projected in AR. But that's not all. So the avatar is going to be your companion in the metaverse, in all types of applications and 3D worlds in the metaverse. And to show how this works and to give examples of that, we are developing our own applications, our own 3D worlds. And unlike Alexander said on this stage about an hour ago, it's a game. And so this is an example actually that you see here. It's footage from our upcoming multiplayer football game. And it's a 3D football game that you can play on mobile and PC, and you can play it with your me. So instead, like from typical video games, where you choose a player character from the given menus and the given selection, you choose your own me. And you can dress your me like you want. So in that football game, you can actually wear whatever you like for playing the football game. You could even wear high heels and kick the ball with that. It doesn't make a difference, actually, but you represent yourself. You be yourself, or the self that you actually want to be. And it's not only going to be football games, we're working also on a kart racing game, and we're working with studios, game development, and other studios to develop applications that also use our Me. One of those studios also based here in Malta, actually. Now, iGaming in the metaverse is probably one of the major reasons why many of you are here. And just like games and other 3D applications, why not offer your solutions in the metaverse? And we understand there is a certain hurdle to take. And you need an entry into the metaverse. This is why we created a mock-up, actually, which we look at as a white label solution to allow your offerings, whether they are going to be 3D gaming applications, whether they're going to be 2D slots, whether they're going to be betting, but you can present them in a 3D environment. And what's most important, the people that are going to join those offerings can do this with their own digital self and represent themselves in this world. So they can go to these 3D worlds, they can socialize, they can talk to each other, they can also brag, they can show off their achievements, just like everybody likes to do in the real life as well. Show off what you've done, what you've achieved, and there's so many possibilities in the 3D environment and in the metaverse for doing so. And we believe that is going to be a super important part of becoming part of the metaverse and stepping into the metaverse. And this is one of the many ways where you can find a new home in the metaverse for your offerings. And for the things that you may not know, how to describe them today, what they will look like tomorrow, basically. And this is already the end, and I ask Ivan actually to join us for the closing. Thank you.
Thank you, Arne. And also, can I have Taylor on stage, please? Taylor. Look, thank you, guys. Probably one last message. The future is now. This isn't science fiction. It's happening now as we speak. Some of the R&D is actually being done on the island here too, and these fine gentlemen here are also helping us to do it. So the future is now. Game on. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you.